Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line Podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy.
And I'm Ryan Zelinsky.
And yesterday in game one of the NLDS, the Cubs lost 9-3 to the Brewers as the Brewers put up 9 runs in the first 2 innings. Cubs 3 solo home runs in game two will be tomorrow at 8:08 in Milwaukee on TBS. So today, just a little game plan. We're gonna talk about a recap from yesterday, and then we are going to give a little preview on tomorrow's game. So the Brewers kind of threw a curveball at the Cubs. They're going to be throwing a lefty opener, so that's going to affect how the Cubs stack up their lineup. So we'll start off with yesterday's game. Ryan, what were your overall thoughts on the game yesterday, and how kind of discouraged were you?
Not really discouraged at all. I going into this game, I mean, obviously, I think on the pregame show I predicted them to win, but like going in, I knew they were gonna lose this game. I didn't think they were gonna get ran out of the building. But I kind of thought they were gonna lose that game. I just thought, the Brewers kind of had this or needed this one, because the Cubs are riding all this momentum coming in. You got to kind of stabilize that a little bit, but. I mean, the goal was to get one in Milwaukee. That's very, possible with a win tomorrow. Again, I think they're going to win tomorrow. Um, Milwaukee had 2 good innings. Other than that, you outscored them 2-0 the rest of the way. So you take out, one bad inning, the Nico error. It's a 3-2 game. So, I mean, just a bad decision to start Boyd. If Boyd isn't starting, maybe you escape that. Maybe it's a 1-2-3 inning if you throw Colin Ray or someone like that. So I think no one should panic or lose any sort of confidence. I mean, if you lose tomorrow, it's a different story, but I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a what? Think 2-1 game, 2-0 game if you take out those first 2 innings. And obviously those were two crucial innings, but if you take it out, the Cubs win that ball game. So I'm not too worried. And if you win this next game, you go into Wrigley Field, which is a very tough place to play, and it is a tied series, and then you just make it a best-of-3 series, man. It's just like that Padres series. You make it another best-of-3 series, and you go from there.
100%. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it's 1-1 and it's a best of three series with the first, I mean, we'll chop it up into a best of three, the first two being at Wrigley. I really like your chances.
Yeah, Milwaukee doesn't play very well at Wrigley either. I mean, we saw that 5 game series. Cubs took 3 out of 2. Should have been four, or they took three. Milwaukee took two. The Cubs should have taken four. Um, Milwaukee traditionally doesn't play good at Wrigley. The fans are going to be even more electric than that wild card series, and I'm not lost on this team yet. I
Not
still
at
have
all.
hope. I
I,
still have
I,
hope.
I don't think I've lost any bit of confidence, honestly.
Yeah, neither have I. I mean, that Michael Bush you hit 3 home runs. That was your big problem. They weren't hitting the long ball in that first, and you hit 3 home runs from Nico Horner. Ian Happ got going. Like, another thing, a bright spot, Aaron Savali looked amazing. Like, Ben Brown looked really good. That's two bright spots, I would say. Savali went 4 and a third with 3 hits allowed, no runs. Ben Brown went 2 innings with only 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Like, that's 6 and a third from two guys that have struggled and looked really good. So, I mean, that's a positive. I mean, 2 runs off Freddie Peralta. That's not bad at all. Like, you hit off of Koenig, who's going to be an arm you're going to see later in the playoffs. There was definitely some positives to take out of this game. And if you're ever feeling bad as a Cubs fan, just look what the Yankees have been doing in Toronto.
Yeah, seriously.
So, Ryan, do you want to get into today's recap? But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Mark's Card Shop. Thank you for sponsoring today's show. Make sure to go check them out at markscardshop.com and go check them out in Downers Grove, Illinois.
Yeah, so Saturday afternoon, 108 start, Cubs Brewers game one of the National League Division Series. Freddie Peralta versus Matthew Boyd. Top of the first inning, the fourth pitch of the game, Matthew Bush, fastball high and in, drills at 389 feet to right center. I mean, so really any other better way to start?
Absolutely not. I was fired up after this. Like, there's no better way to start. Bush bomb off the bat, I knew it was gone. It was just a perfect start, and Bushy just 2 big home runs for the Cubs in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was going nuts. I was running around. I think you sent me a video. We were both going crazy.
Yeah.
Um, And then Nico grounds out, Tucker grounds out, Seiya strikes out. But the Cubs are Brewers, Cubs walking off, the field after the top of the first. You're feeling real good. Well, here we go. Bottom of the first, Jackson Churio leads off with a double down the left field line.
I
Bryce
want to talk about
Terrell.
this Churio double really quick. A lot of times it's a routine play. He showed bunt on the first pitch, and that moved Matt Shaw in. So he was playing even with the base and a little bit more over towards shortstop. So a lot of times it's a routine play, but because he showed the bunt early in the count, they played him differently.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge difference. I mean if he's where he usually is, this is probably a backhand and then a throw over, for the first out of the inning. But then Terang doubles, scoring Jackson Cheerio. Contreras doubles, scoring Terang. So it's 2-1. Yelich grounds out, and then Andrew Vaughn walks. So it was at this point first and second, one out, hoping to get a double play, something like that to limit the damage. Sal Frelick broken bat to Nico Horner. You're thinking maybe two, but when you see it kind of like when it goes from like the mound view, then goes to the field, you're like, oh, he's probably not going to get one, or he's probably not going to get two. Just go to first. He doesn't get his glove down. It goes under his glove, rolls in the maybe shallow right. Contreras comes around and scores, makes it 3-1. Durbin strikes out, and then with two outs, a 11 pitch at bat from Blake Perkins. I mean, hats off. If he's not able to win this battle. It's 3-1. And I mean, this is looking okay. He's able to win that battle. Singles to center makes it 4-1. Ortiz walks. Churio singles makes it 6-1. And then
By the
finally,
way, the Soroka came in after that 11 pitch at bat to Perkins. Just wanted to note that.
yeah, Soroka came in. His first AB was Ortiz. He walked him. And then Churio, 2-run single. Terang finally strikes out to end the inning. Top of the second inning, Ian Happ lines out. Carson Kelly strikes out. PCA with a single. Good to see him, picking up where he left off in game three. And then Dansby strikes out to end the inning. Bottom of the second, damage is not done. Contreras singles to lead off the inning. Yelich singles. Vaughn singles. Frelick lines out, but that does not score anybody. Then Caleb Durbin singles to score Contreras and Yelich make it 8-1.
The Durbin single could not have been any more bloopier. This ball was hit
Yeah.
66 miles an hour, like just right over the head of Nico Horner, just between him and PCA. Like that's just a blue pit, and that was everything was going right for the Brewers on Saturday, safe to say.
Yeah, 100%. And then Ortiz walks. Churio reaches on an infield single. Um, Andrew Vaughn scores, makes it 9-1, and then Terang strikes out to end the inning. Top of the third, Matt Shaw leadoff walk, Kyle Tucker 2-out walk, so 2 on for Seiya. I mean, chip away, but he strikes out looking. Bottom of the third, Aaron Savali gets the Brewers down 1-2-3. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the fourth. Sal Frelick leads off the fourth with a single. Nothing comes of that. So Savali really settling in here. Top of the fifth inning, Matt Shaw, 1-out walk. Nothing comes of that. Bottom of the fifth inning, Brewers go down 1-2-3. Top of the sixth inning, Tuck flies out, Seiya grounds out, and then Ian Happ goes deep to center field, 415 feet. I mean, there's not really anything to go too crazy about, but just good to see Ian Happ trending back toward the right direction. Then Carson Kelly singles, um, and then PCA flies out to end the inning. Bottom of the sixth inning, Brewers go down 1-2-3. Top of the seventh, Cubs do too. Bottom of the seventh inning, Blake Perkins with a 1-out double, but they do not score. Top of the eighth, Nico leads off with a homer into the second deck. I think the longest Nico homer of the year so far, by a lot maybe.
Think he hit one 415. One of his
Did he
homers.
really?
I think. I'll
Damn.
search it up. I'll search it up. I'll. I'm gonna fact check you on this one, but keep
Because
going.
his first one in St. Louis was like barely out. Then the one in the Crawford box in Houston, maybe.
Uh, I'll, I'll fact check you right
I'll keep going. Just
on baseball 7.
yeah, just let me know. So then Tucker grounds out, Seiya flies out, Ian Happ grounds out. Bottom of the eighth inning, Turang strikes out
Actually,
Contreras.
you, I was right. Nico Horner hit a 412-foot home run last Friday versus Miles Michaelis. Um, second batter of the game.
Really?
412 to center field at Wrigley Field. Yep. That was that
All
was
right.
the furthest home run. That last one was well, actually in San Francisco, I believe he hit one
Oh yeah,
406. So that was his actually third
third.
longest homer of the year. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it. I think more just so that because it went up into the second deck, but it's kind of the second deck
I
is
get it. Yeah. Good home run for Nico. Not
yeah.
trying to knock him. I'm just
No, no,
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Just pointing out the facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So bottom of the eighth inning, Terang strikes out, Contreras grounds out. Yelich walks with two out. Bowers walks with two out. And then Yelich goes a third on fielder's indifference. I believe. I don't remember what happened here actually.
What player are you talking about? Sorry, I was looking
When
at the Nico.
when Yelich got to oh he stole on 3-2.
Yes.
And okay, that's right. And then Southfield ground out to end the inning. Top of the ninth, Carson Kelly strikes out. PCA strikes out. Dansby doubled into the left field corner, and then Mo Baller grounds out to
Well, smoked.
first.
It was hit 101, so and it was a good
Dan
at bat for Mo Baller.
oh Mo Ballers, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Um,
smoked. Good at bat. Not gonna knock him. And I want them to give him a chance. Like I feel like he could help with this offense.
yeah, and it's not like I thought they were gonna come back. So I mean, I
No,
was
I
like,
get it. Yeah.
yeah. So the Cubs lose this one 9-3. We'll get into the pitching. Matthew Boyd, by far his worst start of the season. Two-thirds of an inning, four hits, six runs. Two of them were earned, a walk, a strikeout. He threw 30 pitches. Soroka went an inning, five hits, three runs. They were all earned, two walks, a strikeout. He threw 38 pitches. Aaron Savali, the player of the game, saving all the top bullpen arms, the big three or big four, whatever you want to call them. He goes four and a third, three hits, no runs, no obviously no runs, no walks, three strikeouts. He threw 55 pitches. Ben Brown, his first appearance of the playoffs, he was announced that he would make the roster over Taylor Rogers. I believe the night before game one, so Friday night, he went two innings, one hit, no runs, two walks, three strikeouts. He threw 43 pitches. So Savali and Ben Brown both have not given up a run. Soroka's playoff ERA now at a 16.2, so that's pretty bad. So for player of the game, I'm gonna go Aaron Savali. What about you?
I mean, obviously not that much offense. There was not one Cub with a multi-hit game. Hits came from actually six hits, not terrible. Hits came from Michael Bush, Nico Horner, Ian Happ, Carson Cowley, Pete Armstrong, Dan Swanson. So Um, also Cubs with 12 strikeouts, three from Dansby, two from Nico, two from Saya, and two from Kelly. So not too much in the offense. Half their hits were home runs. So my player of the game is going to be Aaron Savali. I mean, not much to argue on that. Great job from him, and he really ate up those innings, and that's a big role. Went 55 pitches and four and a third, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, not at all. So for tomorrow, it was announced Aaron Ashby would open. Most likely, Quinn Priester going to take over after an inning or two. So it's not like they haven't announced that he's actually going to come in, and be the bulk reliever guy. So that could mean Ashby goes, two. It could mean someone else picks up the second. So, do you think the lineup is going to be more favored, like? Their usual lefty lineup where Nico leads off, Bush is more at the bottom of the order, or do you think they're going to go with more of a righty lineup where it's been Bush and Nico at the top?
Think it's going to be more of a righty lineup. I think we're going to see Justin Turner in the lineup. I think either Turner will be in the lineup or Bush will be hitting eighth or ninth. I wouldn't be surprised if PCA is hitting ninth or he may not even start the game. Like I don't. Obviously you'll see Horner. Tucker's not bad, lefty lefty. Suzuki's very good versus lefties. Happer will hit from the right side. Kelly's good versus lefties. Dansby will hit. Shaw. So I don't know if we're gonna see Pete and Bush, but it's definitely gonna have some impact on this Cubs lineup. And if I had to take a guess, I think you will see Justin Turner, and I think PCA will be their 9-hole hitter, and they're gonna hope to knock around Ashby and get to the righty before PCA comes up.
Yeah, so I mean, my thing on that is I don't think Justin Turner is going to start tomorrow. I think it's going to be, I mean, when you think about it, you have to win tomorrow, and I don't think Justin Turner is a guy you put in your starting lineup in a must-win game. So I think Michael Bush stays in. I mean, he's been probably the best hitter in the Cubs in this postseason so far. No reason to put him on the bench, and again, a game that you have to win. But I could definitely see, Bush hitting 9, Bush hitting 8, something like that. But my next question: Are you happy with Shota on short rest, or would you have gone Colin Ray?
Personally, I would have gone Colin Ray, but I'm not totally against Shona Minaga. I know I kind of said I was trying to get Boyd up, but I wasn't very confident on Matthew Boyd going. I feel a little bit better about Shona Minaga because he is on, I believe, he went
Or
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days.
oh wait, Wednesday.
He went on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Well, Monday is an arrest
Oh
day.
yeah, whatever. But it's like a late game, so he'll be on probably like 4.5, close to 5 days of rest.
Yeah.
So I like it better. I think he matches up pretty well versus this Brewers lineup. The only guys that have kind of hit him around are William Contreras, Joey Ortiz, Blake Perkins, and then Andrew Vaughn. But some key players like
So half the
Christian.
lineup.
Oh, the thing is, like guys like Terang and Sal Frelick, who are guys you don't want to have on the bases, are not very good against him. Like
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Isaac Collins isn't good against him. Churio's not good against him. I mean, a lot of these guys, it's not like they're hitting 300, but they're 3 for 10 against him is the thing. Like that's not. I know 300's good, but 3 for 10 versus Shota, that's not enough to tell me like he's a dominant hitter. Perkins went 3 for 4 off of him, and Vaughn went 3 for 7. That's the only numbers that have looked pretty good. I know it looks good because William Contreras and Yelich are both hitting 300 off him, but they're only really 3 for 10. If you're a numbers guy, like that's not a great statistic, honestly. Like I don't. I'll look at the splits from Shota Minaga's last start versus the Brewers, but I don't think the Brewers hit very well off him in both of his starts this year.
Yeah, I remember the time when we went. Shota was pitching. It was kind of his first few like one of his first starts back off the IL. He went like 5 innings of. I mean, he gave up that homer to Contreras, but other than that, he was really, really in command.
All right, Shota Minaga is 1 for 3 versus the Brewers with a 5.73 ERA with 18 strikeouts in 4 appearances. He had 3 starts versus them this year and 1 start in his rookie year. In his rookie year, this is kind of when he was slumping. He went 4 innings in the third, 8 hits, 7 runs. And then earlier in the season, he got the loss. He went, or I'm finding the date. It was 5-4. He went 5 and 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 2 runs. And then 7:30, which was when we went, he got the W. He went 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. And then his last start was that 5 game series where he went 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. So statistically, if you flush out that first start his rookie year, he was very good against them this year. He went 17 and 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 12 hits and he allowed 7 runs. So it's not terrible. Like those are pretty
I think
consistent numbers.
I think you need to have guys in the bullpen ready to go in the fourth inning.
Yeah, I just don't think that's like a terrible stat line though.
No, I think that's okay, but I think if anything starts to look like it's going south, you immediately get people going, and I mean, you give him a short leash, 2 runs.
Yeah, I get that.
Now,
I
I
think
do.
so. Kind of building off that, which guys are you having up ready to go early in the game?
I would honestly go. Theobar, or no, I would want to go a righty. I would I mean, would it be crazy to go Palencia in like the fifth?
That's
Try to
not
get you
crazy at
six.
all.
Try to get
That's
you
not
six.
crazy at all.
Try to get you six outs, and then in the seventh put in Theobar, eighth put in Keller, ninth put in Kittredge, or eighth Kittredge, ninth Keller.
That's not crazy at all. I think I would go to, I don't know. This
Pomeranz
is
maybe in there.
I'd go Pomerans to start, I think. But in the same breath, you might want to go a righty to get some different looks in there and maybe some pinch hitters and stuff. I don't know.
Now, do you think that? I mean, would you have done like Shota 3 innings, Colin Ray 3 innings,
No,
or
you gotta save Colin Ray for game 1 or 2 at Wrigley. Wouldn't you think? Like either game
I
3 or 4 at Wrigley.
I honestly don't think that they're going to give him a start.
I think you
If
got to.
if I agree, but if you're not starting, if you didn't start him um Saturday and you're not starting him tomorrow, these are the two games where I would imagine that you definitely would start him. After them not, I don't think that they're going to give him a start.
I think they will. I think it'll be JMO on Wednesday, and then I think they'll give the ball to Colin on Thursday. And then
I would love it.
Boyd will go Saturday if necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So my last question is, we kind of covered it a little bit. Do you go Turner in the lineup, or do you go Bush in the kind of 8-9 role, or keep him, at the two? And then also, do you start Kevin Alcantara over PCA because PCA doesn't really hit the lefty well, and then put PCA in around the fourth or fifth inning?
So I don't know about you, but I'm a big numbers guy. Justin Turner is 0 for 3 versus Ashby. Michael Bush is 0 for 4. Potato, who's the better fielder? Bush. Who runs better? Bush. Who's going to give you more of a spark? Bush. Who can have better game at bats and give you a spark
Bush,
late in the game? Bush. Yeah, he's better in
Bush.
every category. You got to go Michael Bush in the 8 or 9 hole. Justin Turner, like, I don't. I just don't think he cuts it for a playoff start. I understand if I'm not gonna be pissed if you do start him, but like he hit 219 with 3 home runs on the year. Like he's a coach more than a player, I think. Like after the game, we saw the press conference. He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to keep the guys up." Justin Turner's a second coach to Craig Counsell, so I think you got to give it to Michael Bush, and then Alcantara or PCA. It's hard to put PCA and Bush in the same lineup versus a lefty because that means if you put them 8 and 9, you're gonna have to put Matt Shaw in the 7 hole, and I'm not comfortable doing that. So I don't. Kevin Alcantara is hitting 333, and in the regular season he was 4 for 11 and had 2 runs, and it was pretty good. I'm torn between because I don't think you could put PC and Bush in the same lineup versus Ashby, but Ashby might only go to. I'm really torn. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, again, it's a must win. I think if you're going to take out Bush or PCA, you go PCA and you go Kevin Alcantara. He's really hit the ball well and he can field it really well. I mean, I wouldn't really be that surprised. I mean, Tucker's not cleared for the field though, so I was going to say, I mean, this sounds crazy. Like, would you think about putting Alcantara in right, Seiya in left, Hap back in center like the old days?
I think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna have to shoot you down on that one. I think if
yeah,
anything, you put Kevin Alcantara in center because he's probably the fastest out of any of those guys in the outfield and will track down the balls the best. I would
yeah,
say. Also got a pretty good arm out there, so like he's very good defensively.
yeah. So I think if it's anybody, it's Kevin Alcantara starting over Pete.
I think that's not a crazy thing to say, but I think Pete has to come in later in the game.
No, no, he has to.
Yeah, like you can't have Alcantara play the full game. Or another thing you're not thinking about is you can always have a pinch hitter for Alcantara and then put Pete in the game. So say it's a matchup you think Justin Turner would do better
Turner, I mean,
against.
Turner's a great pinch hitter.
Yeah, you put Turner in and then you put Pete in center field like I think Kevin's been earning it, and I could definitely see why you go with him. And this is definitely going to affect Craig Counsell's lineup. But in the same breath, Ashby might not even make it out of the first inning. No matter if he does good or bad, he might not even make it out of the first inning. So like I just think you really got to be strategic, and Craig Counsell and his staff have need to have a very important meeting tomorrow and arrange this lineup the way they want it.
Yeah, I mean it's the most important game of the season, so we keep saying that, but I mean,
This one truly is. It's very hard to come back from 2-0, especially with your two aces gone already. Like tomorrow's a must-win game for the Cubs, and I think Cubs fans will travel well. Like it was pretty ironic how Brewers like, yeah, we're the best fans of baseball. Like, oh, congrats, you got a crowd for one game against the Cubs. Like,
and
great job.
also Pat Murphy said, yeah, it definitely felt like a home game. There's no reason you should even have to say that when you're playing at home and it's the playoffs. You shouldn't even
Yeah,
have to say
no,
it felt like a home game. So
not at all.
yeah, I mean the thing is like tomorrow makes or breaks the series for me. If they lose, they have no chance. If they win, I have complete confidence that they're going to be able to win the series because you look at 2015. I mean, they lost game one 4-0. People were pretty. I mean, they were pretty bummed out. Cubs follow up with a 6-3 win in game two in St. Louis. They played a bunch of small ball to win that game, and then they just hit the long ball and won both at Wrigley to take out the 100+ win Cardinals. Um, and the Cubs were the last team in the playoffs. So I mean, I'm not out at all, but you got to win tomorrow to start the just to really boost it up because I think if they win tomorrow, they can easily take both at Wrigley and win this in four.
Yeah, and I did mention the Aaron Ashby thing. He has struggled a lot versus the Cubs. 319, two and two-thirds innings pitched, two earned runs, a home run. 729, three and one-thirds inning pitched, one hit, one earned run. 819, three and two-thirds innings pitched, four hits, one run. So he's given up a run every time he's played them.
Yeah, and I mean he seems to go 3+, so I wouldn't really be surprised if he goes 3 innings. I mean I don't think he's going to, but if he's
We're
not.
gonna need a good showed outing, no matter what.
Yeah, oh, 100%. We're gonna need
His
his best
best.
effort of the year.
Biggest start in his career. I think he can handle it. He always is big in the big moments. I trust Shota Imanaga.
Yeah. So on that note, we'll take a look at tomorrow's preview. It is Shota Imanaga versus Aaron Ashby, lefty versus lefty. Shota this playoff, it was a no decision in his first game. He's a 4.5 ERA. He gave up the 2-run shot to Manny Machado. Other than that, he gave up 2 hits. I think Arise had one, and then for me had one. I think I can't
Sounds about
remember.
right. Sounds about right.
Yeah, that was the game that I was at. He went 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and one of his walks of Tatis led to Machado hitting that 2-run shot. Ashby appeared yesterday, went an inning and a third, no hits. He had a strikeout, no walks. I mean, what do you think the keys are to tomorrow? Give me a prediction, and yeah, I mean, just give me a quick little keys to the game and a prediction.
Righty. No, I always try to keep it at three keys to the game. So here are my three keys to the game. Number one, Shota Imanaga has to be on his game tomorrow. We need to have prime Shota from last season back. Just I need him to ball out tomorrow. Like Ryan, what are you thinking? Like range for Shota Imanaga tomorrow?
So if he's rolling, I think 6 is kind of where you cap it off.
And then
Maybe
are you like
5.
conservative on pitch count? Like we've seen them before, or
No, I think if he's having a good outing, I mean, he's not going to throw 130, but I mean, he can go into the high to, or not high hundreds, no, like high 90s, low hundreds, maybe 108, something around there. You obviously don't want to hurt him, but if he's rolling and you want to get him into the seventh inning to just bring in Keller and Kittredge to shut the door, I think you do it. But I just don't think he's going to pitch good enough to be able to do that. So I think, I mean, 5, 6 innings for him tomorrow. I mean, maybe cap it at 2 runs. I mean, if he has 3 runs given up in the fifth inning, he's done.
yep. And then my next key to the game is take advantage of free passes and force deep counts. It's one thing we haven't seen the Cubs do enough in this playoff. I mean, if they're gonna give you a walk, give you a walk. Like take your walks. Matt Shaw did a great job of that versus Peralta, working 2 walks. Obviously, those were kind of meaningless ABs, but still a good job for Matt Shaw. So if Ashby or any pitcher on the Brewers is gonna give you a walk, take it. If you can get hit by a pitch, lean into that baby. Like put some ice on it, rub some dirt on it. Take one for the team. No matter what, like I know you say this a lot of times in the ninth inning, catch up baseball. Get on the plate, take strike one. If give you a walk, take a walk. If you can get hit by a pitch, get hit by a pitch. Anything to get on base. I think that should be the Cubs' philosophy the entire game. Get on that plate, force walks, put some pressure on these pitchers. So they need to force deep counts, get these pitchers out of the game, wear down Milwaukee's bullpen, and take advantage of the free passes. Then my last one is just like I don't know how to explain it, but the bullpen matchups. Craig Counsell needs to do a good job of matchupping and managing this bullpen. Like if there's a pocket of lefties, you got to put in a lefty. If pocket of righties, like I want Craig Counsell to be smart, and Craig Counsell does best managing with his bullpen in high leverage games. We saw it all the San Diego series. So Craig Counsell needs to do a good job and be efficient managing that bullpen tomorrow, and the bullpen needs to do their job like they have been. And if you can follow those 3 keys, I mean, good day from Shota. Take your walks and get high counts, and then um shoot bullpen, and then get to Ashby early. I think you're gonna have an easy job winning the ball game, and then you're gonna go to Wrigley and make it a 3-game series.
Yeah, I agree. The Cubs are one of the best teams in baseball following a loss. So I mean, with the season really on the line, like I mean, look at Game 3. It was Game 3 of the San Diego series. It was win or go home, and they showed up when they had to. So I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that we're gonna go out there and we're gonna win it. I'm gonna say 6-3.
I'll go 4-1.
I
I
like
think it'll
it.
be a good W. And I'll take a look around the MLB. So I'm gonna go over yesterday's games and then today's games. So after the Cubs game was Yankees versus Toronto, that wasn't much of a game either. It always could be worse, Cubs fans, as Toronto took that game 10-1. Vladdy started it off early with a solo shot in the first. Kirk hit a solo shot in the second. Then it was 2-1 going in the bottom of the second or bottom of the seventh. That's when it got ugly. Jimenez single, Luke's double, Vladdy sack fly, and then the bottom of the eighth inning, Alejandro Kirk hit his second homer of the game. Jimenez hit a double, Clement hit a sack fly, and Luke's hit a single. Very rough day for Luis Gill, and Kevin Gausman was on his game. And then the Dodgers and the Phillies in one hell of a game. Like, man, this was some great baseball to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. Bottom of the second, JT Realmuto triple and Harrison Bader sack fly. 3-0 game early. And then, I mean, playoff Kike Hernandez is a different animal. He smokes a double down the line at 109 miles per hour. Makes this a 3-2 game, and maybe one of the biggest swings of his career. Former home run derby champion Teoscar Hernandez takes Matt Strom deep opposite field, makes it a 5-2-3 game, and then Roki Sasaki for the save. I mean, Ryan, how good of a ball game was this? Because from start to finish, this was just electric.
Well, unfortunately for me, I got home, watched a little bit of the UCLA Penn State game, which was great. I loved watching Penn State lose. Then I flipped it to the Dodgers Phillies game. I was a little tired, took a nap, woke up in like the seventh inning. So I didn't really get to, watch the whole game, but I was awake for the Teoscar homer. And I mean, that was just so electric to be able to, see that. Like, that's what October is all about, swings like that. I mean, this is just a taste of what this series is going to be. I think this is going to definitely go 5.
Yeah, there's no way the series does not go 5. And listen to how scary this freaking Dodgers lineup is. So you got Otani going 6. Tyler Glasnow went an inning and 2/3. Visa came in for a lefty, got the out, and then Roki Sasaki for the save. He's went 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down, 3 strikeouts. I mean, who would have thought Roki Sasaki would be closing games out in October for the Dodgers?
I mean, what is his velo at? Like 101 now, I think?
101, 102. He throws gas. Like no one's touching him in the ninth.
Not at all. I mean, he's the perfect closer now. He had problems as a starter, came in and now he's shutting it down. So I think he's the perfect fit for them at the closer spot.
Yeah, I don't think that's long term. I think that's more for a playoff thing though. And then another hell of a ball game. I mean, the first two games were stinkers, but we saw two great games to end off the night as the Tigers beat the Mariners 3-2 in extra innings. Scoring in that game, J-Rod hit his first career postseason home run. This ball is pimped 413 feet, 110 miles an hour off the bat. But then the top of the fifth, the Mariners got that lead right back as Kerry Carpenter hit a bomb 113 miles an hour off the bat, 409 made it a 2-1 game. And then J Rod continues to come through, hits a single to right field. Arozarena scored, made it a 2-2 game. And then Zach McKinstry hit a single up the middle in the 11th inning, just got through JP Crawford. Uh, Torkinson was running hard, made this a 3-2 game. Pitching was on full display. As for the Tigers, Troy Melton had a great outing. He went 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts, and the bullpen was lights out. And I believe three, four, five, six, 7 innings. They did not allow, or they allowed 1 run, but they only allowed 4 hits in 7 innings for this Tigers bullpen, and a very underrated, good bullpen. And George Kirby, not his best start, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, but that bullpen's something else again. I mean, they even went they went 5 innings of 1 hit, 1 run baseball. Like, you can't be better than that. The pitching was on full display, and that was just good baseball. And then today's games was the AL double deuce. As a very high scoring affair in Toronto as it got started early. Ernie Komet with a 2-run shot, and then they continued to stack on. Alejandro Kirk RBI double or ground out. Dalton Varsho double and an Ernie Clement double made it 5-0. And then this might have been one of the loudest I've ever heard Toronto or just a baseball stadium is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit a grand slam. This ball was pimped, made it a 9-0 game in the fourth inning. And Dalton Varsho with a 2-run shot right after that made it 11-0 in the fourth inning. Fifth inning, George Springer home run, 12-0 in the fifth. Yankees show a little fight. Cody Bellinger 2-run shot in top of the sixth. Another Varsho homer, 13-2 in the sixth. And then Judgy hit a single, Bellinger sac fly, Rice double, and Stanton single, but that would not be enough as Toronto won this game 13-7. Do you think Toronto's 100% going to come out of the AL and make the World Series?
I won't say 100%, but I think they're my favorite right now. I think the Yankees are going to steal game three. I think it'll be a close kind of pitcher's duel, maybe a 2-1, 3-2 type game. They'll win that, kind of get the vibes back in the Bronx a bit. And then I think the Blue Jays are going to win like 7-2 in game four and that series real quick. I mean, I think the Blue Jays right now, I think they're definitely my favorite to win the AL, but I won't say 100% yet because I do like what the Mariners and Tigers are doing right now. The Tigers have really surprised me. I thought, again, like I said on the show Saturday, Saturday morning, I thought the Mariners were gonna, you know, just wipe the Tigers and sweep them. But the Tigers won game one, almost won tonight too. So that series really can go either way.
Yeah, I think that's going to go down to 5 games as well. But let's talk about Trey, yes, Savage. He was a first round pick in last year's draft and now starting game two. He went 5 innings and a third of perfect baseball. He allowed 1 walk before he exited the game and 11 strikeouts. I mean, how electric was this kid? And the Cubs just missed him as Toronto took him at the 15th pick. The Cubs had the 14th pick.
I mean, he went what, 5 2/3?
Yeah.
I mean, that like right there, throw a perfect, well, near perfect, not really near perfect, but you know what I mean. Into the game, a good amount into the game, and a perfect game in a playoff game as such a young kid. I mean, that's unreal.
Yeah, 100%. Max Fried got hit around, not like Max Fried. He went 3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, and Will Warren went 4 2/3, 7 hits, 8 or 6 runs. So just not a good outing at all. And then the other game was the Mariners vs. Tigers, another hell of a ball game from these two teams. Just great baseball on display. Jorge Polanco took screwball deep in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ball's at 392 feet, barely got out. Screwball just missed it. He took an inside line drive out. And Polanco hits another home run off of Screwball just 2 innings later. This ball, another one that barely got out, 369, 101 off the bat. So Screwball made two mistakes, and Polanco was seeing the ball very well, made it 2-0. But that did not matter. Top of the eighth, Spencer Torkelson hit a double opposite field down the right field line. Gleyber Torres scored, and Riley Green scored, made it a 2-2 game. But then the Detroit did not tie the game for long, as in the bottom of the eighth, Julio Rodriguez comes up with another clutch hit, a double to left field. Cal Raleigh scored, 3-2 ball game. Another display of some great pitching for the Tigers. Screwball went 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. Like, it's funny to say for Screwball, it's a bad outing when he went 7 innings with 9 strikeouts and 2 runs. Just crazy to say. I mean, Finnegan made a couple mistakes, and that was it. And then for the Mariners, Castillo went 4 and 2/3, 1 hit, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. And then the bullpen went 4 and 1/3 of 2 hit, 2 run baseball. So just unreal pitching. Like, how good has this Tigers Mariners series been? And do you think we're gonna see even better games tomorrow? Dodgers, Phillies, Cubs, Brewers. I mean, I get out of school 2:45, home around 3:30. I'll be home for less than an hour 30, and I'll be seeing one of the best matchups in baseball.
I mean, I thought Blue Jays Yankees was going to be cinema. That has just been an absolute dumpster fire of a series. The Tigers Mariners series has just been awesome. It's definitely the best series right now in the AL, obviously. I mean, it's been awesome. I definitely see two more great games in Detroit, and then possibly another one in Game Five. The Dodgers, I feel like, lose tomorrow. Wasn't that my prediction? Didn't I say Dodgers win Game One, and then the Phillies get back on track a little bit? I think that's what I predicted.
I think
Um,
so.
earlier in the week. So yeah, I mean, I think the Phillies are going to win tomorrow. I think the Cubs are going to win tomorrow. I think every series, I think both NL series are going to get evened up. So yeah, I mean that'll be pretty exciting to kind of turn it over to the other site to be 1-1. So yeah, I mean I think we're gonna have two really good ball games tomorrow.
Yeah, so pitching matchups tomorrow. I think we said the Cubs won enough. Aaron Ashby versus Imanaga. And then for the Dodgers is going to be the big lefty, Blake Snell. He's 1-0 in the playoffs so far. He went 7 innings with 9 strikeouts versus the Reds. In the regular season, he was 5-3 with a 3.23 ERA. And then on the mound for the Phillies, we're going to see a double lefty matchup in the playoffs. We're going to see four lefties starting tomorrow in both the NL games. It's Jesus Luzardo. In the career, in the postseason, he has struggled. He is 0-2 with a 6.14 ERA. Very solid in the regular season, 15-7 with a 3.92 ERA. What's your prediction for that Dodgers Phils game tomorrow?
I think it's gonna be pretty low scoring early. I think the Dodgers maybe have the lead till around the sixth inning, and then that Dodger bullpen is just not good enough to kind of hold this Phillies lineup in check like that. So I think the Phillies are gonna win 4-2.
4-2. All right. Give me the Phillies 5-0. I think they're gonna completely dominate. Luzardo is gonna go out there and ball, and I think they're gonna win this game by a wide margin, heading into LA for games 4 and 5. All right, so now we will play your guys' favorite MLB pickle. So Ryan, who are we starting off with? Let's not start with Shota Managa because we guessed Matt Boyd last time. He did not pitch well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say let's stay away from Shota. Let's go PCA.
What if we go a non-Cubs player? Let's try this out.
Let's go Christian Yelich.
All right, we'll try and curse Yelich. How about
Yeah,
that?
we're gonna
I like
curse
that.
Yelich.
If Yelich goes 0 for 4 tomorrow or something like that,
We're guessing all Brewers players for the rest of the show, for the
yep,
rest of the series.
or whoever they're playing.
Yeah.
Lefty righty from the USA and the AL. I'll go Ben Rice. Ben Rice. What? Ben Rice is your MLB pickle player of the day. I did not do it previous. I promise. Ben Rice,
I
first
actually
player to come to my mind.
I actually kind of thought that was gonna be right. I was like, huh, what if he's actually right?
So now we'll play ourselves some immaculate grid. So first we have Atlanta and Colorado. I'm gonna go Tyler Kinley. I remember they picked him up off of waivers.
Rockies, one team, Charlie Blackman,
Yeah, gotta go Blackman.
best Rocky in history.
You think so?
I think he's definitely top five.
That's fair. Rockies and Giants. Chris Bryant.
Rockies, 300 average, Nolan Arenado.
No, it's Atlanta 300 average.
Oh, duh. That's on me.
Chipper Jones.
Boy, that would have been embarrassing. Yeah, Chipper.
There you
Guessing
go.
Nolan
And then
Arenado.
San Francisco 300 plus average season.
Barry Bonds.
Barry
I
Bonds.
feel like every single time we get the Giants or
Yep.
Pirates for a
And then
hitter,
only
it's
one
always Barry
team with a
Bonds.
300 plus batting average. Judge.
Oh, yeah, duh.
There we go. All right, Atlanta 10 plus win pitching season.
Um,
Chris Sale ever get it or no?
he had drove with the Sox.
I'll guess it. Yep.
Okay,
And
good.
San Francisco 10 plus Verlander.
Verlander, only one team, 10-win season.
Oh, Verlander didn't get it. How did Justin Verlander never get a 10 plus win season? 10 plus
That's
win season, only one team. Shota Imanaga got 10 last year, right? Or did Justin Steele get 10 the one really good year?
yeah, I think he did.
I'll go Steele. He had to have.
He did.
There we go. Justin Steele. What a pull. And then San Francisco 10 plus wins. Robbie Ray, maybe? If not, I'll go Logan Webb. Yep, Robbie Ray. Thank you
Okay.
guys for tuning in today's episode. So we were immaculate, and we guessed MLB Pickle on the second guess. Hopefully, we get that good mojo heading over to the Cubs. Big game tomorrow, 8:08. Make sure to go tune in. Thank you guys for tuning into today's episode. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ryan Zelsky.
See you guys next episode.